Okay, so Google employees secretly listening, and we don't really have to go into this too deeply, in my opinion. There's Google employees that are listening in to Google Home data and listening to conversations, including conversations that were definitely not intentionally triggered. I'm sure this is happening with all of them. I was talking to Wendell at Computex. Yeah. We talked about a ton of stuff. Wendell's an amazing person. It was very fun hanging out with him. But one of the things we started talking about is there's someone has designed, or a group of people, I don't remember, sorry. I didn't remember this story until I saw this exact topic. But they designed this 3D printed housing that you can put on, I believe it was for an Alexa, but you could probably put it on you could probably modify it to go on a Google Home as well, that like covers it and then has a little, I believe if I remember correctly, it has a little speaker in it that constantly blares noise at it. And it's called it's playfully called a brain slug because that plays onto something from a show that I don't remember and people are gonna get really mad at me, but I think it's Rick and Morty. So basically it's constantly blasting like white noise.
Isn't it Futurama?
Futurama might be, I think it's Futurama, yeah. It's constantly blasting white noise, and the brain slug is now listening for you, but it's all local stuff. It doesn't call out to external servers. So if you say the keyword that the brain slug wants to hear, the brain slug will stop blasting noise, and then you can talk to your automation device.
Wow.
And that's actually awesome.
That is next level.
I think that is so cool, and I've wanted to make one for a while, even though I don't run these devices. I just want to make one because I think they're cool. And I probably screwed things up, and I'm sorry, Wendell and whoever made that project, but super cool.
So this is pretty funny. Google's defense of this behavior was that only 0.2% of all audio clips are being used. That's a lot.
That's a huge amount.
That's 1 in every 500.
That means I guarantee, like not technically guaranteed, but it is extremely likely that I have something in here of me going, set a reminder for, but.
You know, my herpes appointment or whatever, right? Like, no. But that's the thing. Okay, Luke has a highly recognizable voice. So let's say that he did set an embarrassing reminder or something like that, even if he was intending to talk to his assistant.
Yeah.
It's a personal assistant.
Yeah.
Not a, hey, I'd love for someone in a data center somewhere to really like listen to this and go, wow, is that Luke Lafreniere?
The conversation with Wendell came up because I was talking about how I don't like these services because I would love to have something local. And how a long time ago I had spun up this project to try to mesh together a whole bunch of microphones in my house and have them dictate to a file that I was going to be constantly reading to see for my own keywords and triggering events on my own and all this kind of stuff. But it was quite a long time ago, and he actually said there's a bunch of projects that I would be able to use to accomplish it a lot easier now, which is very cool. Again, talking to Wendell is always fantastic. But that's how we got onto this thing, because they're so creepy.